In this video, I want to review scoring within your lists. To navigate here, you're going to select Lists and Edit Lists. And we're going to go ahead and open up one of my checklists here. Let's go ahead and open up this location audit. Once you're in the list, you're actually going to go into the settings. There's a section here for scoring. Now, scoring is different than points. Points are accumulated as the team is completing tasks. You have different values for different tasks. If they complete the items late, they only receive half the points. So it's based on the list item being completed. Scoring is based on how they answer the questions within the list. Now, you have the ability here to also show the score from the device to those that are assigned the list or those that are managing the list. And that's in reference to your role-based access here. Let me go back to the items. Now that we have scoring turned on, I'm going to go ahead and add in a new item. And you'll see down here at the bottom, it shows that there's a percentage equals items that can be used for scoring. So you have your yes or no items, multiple choice, your ratings 1 through 5 or 10. And these are the items you can use with scoring. So let's go ahead and start with just a yes or no item. So you'll enter in the question here. If they answer no, by default, they will have no awarded points towards their score, or they'll receive 1 point towards their score. So you have that yes or no. And as you can see, you still have that point section here for task completion. Now you can give a higher weight. So if this is regarding safety in some aspect, you can have this worth 5 instead of the default 1. Or perhaps we want them to answer no instead of yes, then we can also swap it. So you decide what the score is for that particular item. And this works the same for all the other items. So your ratings will default for each value will match the corresponding number. Again, you can adjust those as you see fit. And with multiple choice items, as you create your answer options to choose from, so we'll just go ahead and enter in option 1, add that as a choice, and then you see a score will display here for you. And again, you can have different weights based on how they answer. So multiple choice options, because you're selecting one item, you can have different weights for each of the different items. So 1, 3, and 5 if it's on a scale of some sort, or if it's an item that maybe needs additional demerit or reward. Now let's take a look at the device. I'm going to go ahead and open up this same list that we're viewing here on the web portal. You can see it not only shows your display and deadline and expiration, but there's also a score now, so I can see what the score is for the list overall. I'm using the sublist feature where I can take a list and break it up into multiple lists or build a list within a list. And each of those have their own corresponding score as well. So now I can see how I'm doing in particular areas, like for example, my exterior versus my dining room. When you go into that particular section, you can see I'm using yes or no items. As I answer yes or no, my score will fluctuate based on if I've earned those points or if I have not. Now, you could also do negative, so you could remove points from a default amount, and then they're being deducted instead of being rewarded. So you can build it either way. And then when we go back to the main list, you'll see it shows the number of items completed as well as my score for each of those sections, and then my overall score for the list. And you can also do this for training with employees, so you can give them a training course of some sort, and then you can have follow-up questions, and as they answer correctly or incorrectly, you'll see that score will adjust based on that. Now, if we wanted this hidden from the employee, because now I can see, oh, I got that incorrect, I'm going to go back down, and I'm going to answer no, and I can see the score is now 25. That's why the option is there to hide the score. You may not want everyone to be able to see that score. You may want to keep it hidden, but you can always see the score when you're looking at the reports, or if you get an emailed notification once the list is completed, the score will be included in that as well.